Hello, friends. My name is Aslam Sheikh, your host for this evening. I'm a founder and CEO of Aleph, a platform to promote the global perspective of education and career. This is our 65th career talk and broadcasted live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Every Friday, we aim to bring in the valuable speakers to discuss the topic that is important to you and for your career. So, those who are joining us first time, let me quickly introduce you who we are and what we do. So, Aleph is the first alphabet in Arabic and Urdu language, which signifies the beginning, and it's a beginning of education. So, we believe that that's a very appropriate name for our company, and that's the reason why 10 years or 12 years back we chose to be called as Aleph. We have counseled over 23,000 students so far. Last year, we have been rated among the top 10 study abroad consultants by the very respected Knowledge Review media house. Through us, we have approximately around 200 universities across 14 countries options available for you. So you have got plenty of choice to explore the universities and country and even the state and city of your choice or what suits you the best. We also specialize into student scholarship, and we work very hard to save you that extra bit of money to pay before you pay for your tuition fees. Up till now, Alif students have received scholarship worth 23 crore plus rupees for various universities, colleges, and for courses. So, with this short introduction, let's quickly move on to our today's topic. And we already have a very interesting questions with us when we announced that today's topic is study in Michigan, USA with 100% scholarship. And definitely, we are going to uncode this word 100% scholarship. How does it come? Where does it come from? And then who are eligible student for that? And that's a point is that we usually think that since the scholarship start from scholar word, we believe that we need to be a scholar to get scholarship, but it's not the case always. And you can have still a decent percentage and marks, and you can be eligible for the scholarship. So, friends, let's discuss this exciting subject with us. We To discuss the subject, we have with us an expert speaker, and let me do the honor of introducing our today's speaker. Hi, Priya. Welcome to the show.
Hi, hi everyone. Good evening.
Good evening. So let me quickly introduce Priya to our audience. So today we have with us Priya Kurle. She is a professional psychologist with 11 years of experience in the career counseling. She is currently working as a country representative for the very reputed Eastern Michigan University for the Asia Pacific region. Prior to this, Priya worked with Ivy League like the Columbia University, Ohio State University, and the London School of Business and Finance. She has guided more than 2 lakh students till date for higher education. She is a certified Pearson PT trainer and a career coach. So, friends, if you have any question, meantime, you feel free to write in the comment box, and we'll be more than happy to take it if we have enough time available with us. So, let's begin this show, and let's start with a little bit of information because sometime or most of the time when you talk about US, the major big states or city which comes in the mind for in the mind of students is usually the states of Texas or maybe California. Let's look at the other side of the US, which has got something very interesting options to offer you, and definitely we're going to talk about the scholarships to do be with us, and then we will definitely touch upon that point. But before that, let's try to understand Michigan. So Michigan is located in a two peninsulas in the Great Lakes region of the Midwest. So Michigan shares a border with Canada as well as 4 other states of US like Wisconsin, Indiana, Ohio, and Illinois. And it is across the Lake of Michigan. It's just 20 minutes from the Detroit International Airport. And one very interesting thing about the Michigan island is that it's one of the world's friendliest island rated. So let's start with this conversation on this positive note, and let's have Priya to educate us more about Michigan. So Priya, we know that US has got equally well popular states for the students to come and study. We would like to know that when the students are looking USA on a global map, and when they want to come down to Michigan, so what Michigan as a state has got to offer to students in terms of their living, career, safety, weather, etc. Priya.
Hi. Michigan is a very friendly state with a scenic beauty, and it has a population of around 10.5 million, and people enjoy all four seasons in Michigan: winter, fall, spring, autumn. So it's not completely covered with snow, and it's really safe place to be. Moreover, it's a hub for the industries and for the automobile companies, especially in Michigan. So Michigan has So, 12,000 lakes are there in Michigan, 300 waterfalls are there. Every weekend, student can go around to have like hiking or a water sports over there. So it's really full of fun to be in Michigan. Apart from that, there are ample of jobs available, and the cost of living is not that high as compared to other states. So one can settle down there if they go with a STEM education program.
Great.
Yes.
Priya, we lost you in between when we were initially introducing Michigan. So if you would like to repeat those two, three lines of the initial introduction, please.
Okay, so Michigan is a state which has a lot of industries because of Detroit. So it's the house for the General Motors, for Ford Motors. In fact, the first AC car in the entire world was invented in Detroit, Michigan. So it's
Wow.
that good for automobile industry, and it is the hometown for cherries, for blueberries. In the month of July, we do have a cherry festival for entire week. So in this year, it will start on 23rd. So it's a happening place to be for everyone. It's scenic, and students can go around on their weekends and see the waterfalls and like can have like clean water, the stream water. So it's really good to be, and it's very close to Canada. And so the Ambassador Bridge connects Michigan with Canada. So a lot of trading happens between both the countries. So it's the trade hub for both the countries.
Wow, that's very interesting. I learned quite a few things today with your introduction about Michigan. Let's take this conversation further. So, Priya, we would like to know if the student wants to study in Michigan, and of course he may have various choices and various options. Why would you invite any students to have a look at Eastern Michigan University? What this university has got something special to offer to undergrads and both postgrad students who are looking for different courses. So, can you please introduce our audience the university?
So, Eastern Michigan University is a public research university, and it's a 172-year-old university. So, one of the oldest university in USA. And we do have both urban and traditional campus. We are spread on 800 acres of land with 122 buildings, which includes the athletic building and academic building. Our stadium for football can occupy around 3,200 audience, 30,200 audience at a time. So you can imagine how large the stadium is. Moreover, our university do have 18 is to 1 student is to faculty class ratio, or personalized attention is given to the student from the faculties. Moreover, we give 300 major courses for undergraduate program and 150 major courses for the master's program. And the beauty about our university is we charge undergraduate students same tuition fee like the domestic students. So any international students who joins us for an undergraduate program would be charged same tuition fee like a domestic American students. So we only charge $13,000 a year, which includes the insurance. Student have to pay for first and second year. Third and fourth year tuition fee is completely waived off. Student don't have to pay any tuition fee. It's been paid from the federal funds of the university. So in 2 years tuition fee, student completes the entire 4 years program, and they can select across those 300 majors. Even
Wow.
for a
So,
master's program, we give
yeah.
scholarships.
Yeah, so we'll come back to the master's program, but just I wanted to clarify for our students and parents who are listening to us, or even the school counselors, that usually when you go out in US, and what Priya is mentioning about having the same fees for local and international students, it means that usually university have got two different fees packages. One is called in-state and one is outside the states. In-state is usually applicable for the students who belongs to that state, who are the citizen of that state particularly, and they pay usually far lesser than what international students pay for the same course at the same university. And hence, whenever you look at the university website, you would always have these two columns, and you would see, and you would be sometimes shocked to see the huge difference between these two states' fees. It could be as high as more than three times of what the otherwise, or maybe more than that, what otherwise the local students are paying for that. So what Priya is making a very important and valid point is that, friends, when you look at the fees, we usually accept the international student fees very easily, but this University of Eastern Michigan is playing very fair policy, wherein they are offering the fees which is equivalent to what otherwise in-state students will pay, and hence the tuition fee becomes so affordable as compared to many other universities which are way expensive than what we just heard. So Priya, you mentioned about $13,000, if I'm not wrong, for a one-year
Yeah,
fee for
one year
undergrads,
tuition. Yeah. So
right?
for two
So
years,
that
students will pay $26,000, and third and fourth year they are not paying a single penny, so it's free for them, and
so
it's for every student, irrespective of their percentage.
Wow. I think, friends, if you're listening this clearly, I mean, I'm not sure whether you can believe it or not, but let me complete and let me repeat what Priya said, that you can pay the first and second year fees. That's approximately 13,000 US dollar as a tuition fee for a year, into two. That's a 2 years of your investment. And I have never heard anywhere in the world university offering this kind of scholarship. So if you are really interested to join this university for any of these 300 plus programs for undergrads, do contact us today itself, and you have an option to get a scholarship whereby your complete tuition fee waiver would be offered to you for your third and fourth year. That's right, Priya?
Yeah. And we are giving application fee waivers, so you can hurry up with your applications. Our deadline is 1st of June for the fall intake, and for the Jan spring intake, deadline is 1st of October.
Okay, so technically we are looking at the spring intake now, because we already
Hmm.
passed the June intake deadline, so September intake deadline. So, friends, the application fee waiver. So that's again a very important point. Usually, the university charge anywhere between $50 to $150 approximately as an application fee. So that also you save when you apply and when you choose to apply to Eastern Michigan University. Thank you very much, Priya. Priya, we just wanted to understand, because when we hear this kind of scholarship, is there a very high eligibility criteria is attached for the third, fourth year scholarship, or how do I see that whether I'm eligible or not?
So that time when you apply, at that time only you get this scholarship. So you don't have to be eligible every year with your GPAs. Once you are in with this scholarship, irrespective of your percentage.
Oh,
So it's a
fantastic.
federal fund offered for the students in need from the international background, like, so that they could get a world-class education with state-of-art infrastructure. And that's the thing. So many students from Brazil, India, China apply for this program.
Right. And what is the eligibility criteria for undergrad students to apply for this any of these program on an average? Do I need to take
So,
like
right from your ninth grade till your 11th grade, we count 3 GPA, overall aggregate percentage. And if your 12th grade is out, well and good. But right from your 9th till 11th, we cover your percentage. We calculate an approx GPA. We used to need SAT and ACT, but during pandemic, we are giving it waiver. So for the year 2021 and 2022, we don't need SAT or ACT. So that's the plus point to apply. Only on your IELTS or TOEFL basis, we are accepting students. And if a student is from international board like IB or AP, we are giving the English test waiver also.
okay? So, friends, that's a good news, and I believe that that eligibility criteria looks quite reasonably framed wherein I believe that if you are interested, most of you would be eligible to apply not only to get the admission but also to get the scholarship. And again, one very important point I would like to re-highlight what Priya said, because what happens when you apply for the scholarship, many universities, they keep a condition that for the consecutive year scholarship, that's they also call consecutive year scholarship. So when you apply for the consecutive year scholarship, they keep the academic benchmark that you have to every year attend certain GPA points, and then only the scholarship becomes available. But what Priya very clearly said, that once you become eligible to have admission in the university, automatically third and fourth year scholarship becomes open to you. And that's something which I believe is very, very important to note. And in terms of fees, I'm seeing that somebody's asking about the Indian rupees fees. So yes, around 9,70,000 rupees a year tuition fee is what we are converting for $13,000. So you say that safely around 21 lakhs rupees or 21 and a half lakhs maximum is the investment for your entire 4-year bachelor tuition. And that is amazing. I mean, unheard of, and I'm sure that you would want to try out this university and look at for your future admissions. Here we also want to learn from you that which are the popular programs out of these 300 for undergrads. Then we'll talk about postgrad. Which are the popular program you would like to highlight, or maybe a futuristic program you would like to highlight, whereby the students, Indian students specifically, would want to come and join you?
So students usually come for mechanical engineering program, automobile program, economics program, data science program, business, international business program for undergrad. Even the teaching program is more popular at our place. So those are among the ranking one. Clinical research program, economics program, international business program are among the ranking programs what we have in US.
Okay,
So, so
fair enough.
yeah.
And do you have like in Canada or in other countries, we have this co-op system or internship based system? Do you have any kind of internship based programs available?
So in the 4 years, students do their CPT program internships along with their course. They can also work part-time in their relevance field along with their program. If they select a STEM program, then they get a 2 years of post-study work visa, that is OPT. They can stay there and they could work, and then they could convert their student visa to the H-1B visa.
Okay, so Priya, let's quickly jump on to from bachelor's to master's program, and we would like to know more about like what's the duration of the master's and popular program and their fees.
So master's is of 2 years. The tuition fee is $26,000 per year. But if a student has a GPA of 3.60, then student gets an NPA scholarship, which is of $9,500, and tuition fee drastically comes down to $18,500, including the medical insurance for a period of 1 year. If a student has a lower GPA, then we do offer different scholarships like $3,100 scholarships per year. Even we give more scholarship if the student has a very good GPA, overall background, work experience, and if a student can prove as an asset. So it completely depends case by case and course by course. The tuition fee will vary. The most popular program what we have is MS Clinical Research Program, which ranks 7th in the entire nation. We also have Masters in Economics program, which ranks 25th in the entire nation. We do have Gaming program, Animation program, which ranks 23rd in the entire nation. So we have various ranking program. Even our International Business MBA program really highly ranks in US. We are ACSB accredited, ABET accredited, which is the accreditation needed for an engineering and a business school in US. And for the last 18 consecutive years, we are among the top Midwestern university as per Princeton Review. So we are really most of our courses are among the ranking one.
Wow, that's so amazing to note down. And the word ranking also matters a lot for a lot of students and parents, especially coming from the high schools, or those who are also, because of their academics, they want to be demanding in terms of joining the ranking university. So friends, you heard from Priya that university ranks across these important subjects very high in the entire US study domain. and this is where the ranking also would help you to have the better feature university onto your profile. We would like to thank Dr. Samir for joining the show. Dr. Samir is saying that he's amazed with the Priya's profile. Yes, as we are as well. Thank you, Dr. Samir, for your comment. And we have got Salit Saleh Sal commenting, looking for 100% scholarship for the first and second year. A friend, so
So
that's,
Sally,
I think.
yeah, it will completely depend. Like already we are giving you flat 50% scholarship with the in-state tuition fee. But if your profile is really good, like your GPA is around say 3.9 or 3.8, we can really look into it.
Wow. So here you hear from Priya. So Saleh, if you are interested to try out and if you have got the GPA, do contact us immediately, and our counselor would help you to be to take your profile to the university, and they will help you to see what kind of scholarship would be available for you. So that's a good sign. Thank you, Priya, for that piece of information. Priya, we also would like to understand from you that how's the current COVID situation? Because we now, I mean, we understood the state, we understood why it's famous, the ranking of university, and amazing scholarship you got to offer. But the students and parents are still in dilemma that what to do for the September or the spring intake. Should we apply? Should we not? And very rightfully, they ask one question very repeatedly to me, and I completely support them in that. That if the university is not offering on-campus experience, it really doesn't make sense to pay fees in dollars and study online. So, to answer this question, what do you got to say?
So this year, when the students came for the summer program, like most of our students and staff are vaccinated on campus, we are maintaining social distancing. Around 70% to 80% classes are conducted on campus. So don't worry about that. Every day the temperature has been tested out. And every month, at least twice, we ask the student to get themselves self-tested for COVID. So we have a center when a student go and check themselves if they are like tested positive or not. So at every day they can do that, or else like twice in a month. So we recommend twice in a month to do this. Our classes are working, so don't worry about that, because in-person teaching is completely different than online training. So it makes no sense to do completely online. And for this fall intake, we are open to have on-campus classrooms. Only thing is, when a student travels, especially for this fall intake, we are asking student to be vaccinated in India. At least 2 doses should be completed, and when they travel to US, they need to carry their RT-PCR test so that they are not stopped at the airport. In case if they have a temperature, then they can get into institutional quarantine. But if they don't have a temperature, then they are free to move inside the campus. So don't worry about it. And US
Wow.
is not strict like other countries. We are definitely not making anybody quarantine there as such. Only thing is you need to carry your RT-PCR along with you, and you should be vaccinated like at least twice. 2 doses should be completed.
Absolutely. So I believe that that's a relief of sigh for most of the students and parents to know that the university is well equipped on campus to take care of your good health, and get yourself vaccinated, get the certificates, and get the test done, and be ready with these documents, and then you're free to walk into the campus, attend the classes, and rightfully experience the overall study abroad journey, because that's what is more important, I believe, apart from just being into the class. So thank you, Priya, for this piece of information. The last set of question in this section we would like to ask is about the career opportunities for the students. So would you like to touch upon this point, that what happens to students before or after their graduation?
So along with their program, since we are just 30 minutes away from Detroit, students do their internships and they get hands-on practical experience into the industry. So don't worry about it. And at Eastern Michigan University, we give 95% of hands-on experience. So students are well versed with what they are learning. They also get certain experience by working in the industries nearby. So after completion of their program, they usually get placed. So we do have a placement ratio between 90 to 96%. So it's a huge ratio of students placement. Usually students from the STEM area gets placed very easily with a good salary. And if in case they don't get placed during the campus placements, we have an international office when a student are like, helped with submitting their resume to different industries outside Michigan and other parts of US. So we give those kind of placement assistance.
Right. So one of our listeners has corrected us. So let me just correct our phone numbers. Yes. Thank you very much. Let me take your name. Where are you? Yeah, let me, Salvi. Thank you very much for informing me that the phone number was not right. So I've just corrected the phone number, and I've also put into the comment box, Salvi. So if you would want to reach us, that's our helpline number. And thank again for correcting us. So thank you, Priya, for that information, and it's really encouraging for the students to think about their career perspective also. And since it's a very practical oriented program, I'm sure that this is what the new age learning should be and would be, because that's how you make yourself more employable. And that's the challenge, and the biggest challenge which we face here in India. As that, friends, the very interesting report which we came across is that as per the government data, we have got 87% engineering graduates who are unemployable. 87% of engineering graduates who are unemployable. So they are graduate, but they cannot be employed by the industry because they do not have a practical experience. So that's something which you really want to look at it. So Priya, we just move on to quickly to the last section of a question answer session, wherein we call it rapid fire question, and we'll ask you a question and you would answer in less than 10 words. So are you ready?
Okay, sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So what's the IELTS or TOEFL requirement for bachelor and master program?
Bachelor, we need 79 IBT. For bachelor's degree, 61 IBT in TOEFL, and in IELTS 6 bands. And for master's program, we need 79 IBT and 6.5 bands in IELTS overall. We are also accepting Duolingo,
Okay,
105.
yeah, that's a good news. Okay, the next question is how many intakes do we have in a year?
We have two intakes, spring intake and the fall intake.
Okay, great. So, friends, that's again a very good news. Many universities have got just one intake, and you have to wait year long, for your turn to come again. So, here is a good news that you can apply immediately for the next spring intake. What's the deadline for bachelor admission, Priya?
So 1st of June for the fall and 1st of October for the spring intake.
Okay, so those who are looking for spring intake, you definitely have got enough time. So just rush on to the with your application to us, and we'll be more than happy to assist you. What's the SAT score? Is the SAT score mandatory now?
For this year and next year, we don't need SAT and ACT, so it's a good news. Or else
Okay,
we
great.
need.
So enjoy with this good news and do apply without SAT. And last thing, Priya, would you like to share any one news about Michigan State, which probably we do not know about it?
So it has many things. One of it is like Grand Haven, which is known for singing sand beaches. Because when you walk on the beach, you get the whistling sound from the sand, which people are not aware of. And
Wow.
Michigan has the first world's in-water post office, and it's still there.
Okay, that's a quite interesting thing to know about Michigan. Thank you, Priya. Thank you very much for joining us on this show and being so resourceful with your answers.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here. Thanks for all the wonderful audience to have patience and listen to us. So thank you all.
Thank you, friends. Thank you very much for listening us, and I'm sure that you have enjoyed today's show, Study in Michigan, USA, with 100% scholarship. So, thank you again for us speakers for today. If any of our listeners seek further information, please feel free to contact us on our helpline number 99870 99890. Repeating 99870 99890, or visit our website alif.in. Our experienced counselor will be happy to assist you instantly. My name is Aslam Sheikh, founder and CEO of Aleph, signing off with a promise to come back again next Friday at sharp 5 p.m. with another interesting topic and some amazingly talented speaker, enlightening you on a subject that matters to you the most. Until then, stay safe and stay excited.
Thank you.